Good morning. I have the pleasure to introduce to you all Grant Freeman, a graduate of our Master's in Counseling, and I'm Michelle Drennan, the Alumni Relations Manager. We're going to get to know Grant's journey a little bit this morning. So, Grant, the first question I have to ask you, tell me what you're doing with your degree and maybe some ideas on how you feel like you're changing the world.
It's great question. Thank you. So what I'm doing now is I'm seeing clients that are Catholic through the Pastoral Solution Institute, Dr. Greg Popchak. So through his group, I'm able to utilize my skills as a counselor through the training from Divine Mercy University, and all offer it to clients that are seeking out that spiritual integration.
Wow.
That's primarily what I do. I also have an opportunity to see some private clients that are in my area, and I also am able to work with business professionals that are seeking a performance coaching to integrate their life and their work and their family and their spirituality. It really blends everything together in a nice way, so that individuals that might seek mental health counseling because they're in a hole, right, and they're trying to find that equilibrium, there are also those individuals out there that want more. They have things that are working for them, but they want to capitalize on what they have, and they want to, squeeze the life out of it, just really drink deep on what they're doing in their careers and in their family and in their faith. And sometimes it's hard to integrate them. And so the work that I'm able to do from the Catholic mental health perspective is really to shape that journey upward. Wow, it's a really great thing.
Great concept. I heard you mentioning when you were talking to Father Charles, the CCMMP. How do you feel like studying the way you did at Divine Mercy? Are there some examples that you feel like you really made a major change in the world? Obviously, no names, but just curious.
Yeah. Well, I think that perhaps one thing that is shocking that is that we are primarily good, and that we suffer the challenges of life, right? Rather than we are inadequate and we have to become adequate. God loves us. He sees us through his lens of love, and he sees what we're going through, what we're struggling with. But he sees us redeemed from all of that. And he comes to join us in this journey of getting through the muck. And I think that fundamental made in the image and likeness of God, that we are good, that we have the virtues planted in us, and it's difficult to kind of weed the garden to allow those virtues to flourish. I think that's an element that people are reminded of when they come into the counseling session. They've forgotten it, and they need that reminder that they are primarily good and beloved, and that there's not something wrong with them, but they're going through something that's very difficult.
Fulfilling what you're doing.
Oh, without a doubt.
So what attracted you to Divine Mercy University in the beginning?
Well, in the beginning, the fact that I could do it online, because I was working as the director of evangelization at Purdue University, and I was serving a lot of students at the time, and I didn't want to leave them, but I wanted to acquire the clinical skills. And so I would work by day and study by night. God bless my wife for handling that for 3 years. But what really attracted me was the ease of getting into classes, being able to do it online. The second thing is that I'd be able to study in an atmosphere that was Catholic. I wouldn't have to defend myself against the secular side of the counseling world, which is quite toxic, actually. And I didn't want to have to fight my way through, because the science is so good. It's helpful for those that want to help people, obviously. But I didn't want to have to put my shield up and fight away the agendas and the ideologies and slog my way through the difficulties of Well, the toxic university environment. And so DMU was a refuge for me, that I could go in there, and the idea of John Paul II's Catholic anthropology would be there. The Thomistic and philosophical truths would be reverenced there. And I think that it was free from the tumult. That's what I really thought about. Also, they let me in.
Yeah, it was divine mercy.
It was a divine mercy. So Dr. Payne, he let me in. I had been out of school for a long time. I'd been working for about a decade, and when I applied, he's like, I don't know about this guy, but he let me in, and God bless him for it.
Great answers. Great management of that whole belief. Thank you. So you've talked about this in some respects, but what type of bridges do you think can be built between science and religion and healthcare and pastoral care? You seem to love to weave all those things together.
Yeah.
Can you share your feelings about that?
My feelings, I think it's it's terrifying to try and do that because there's such a challenge to it. But my thoughts on it are, what else is going to work? If we don't have the rapport between faith and science, then, okay, so we can take care of people. We know what we can do, but do we know who we're taking care of? And so medical professionals, clinicians, anyone who's working to help people flourish, if they don't know who they're taking care of, someone who's made in the image and likeness of God, someone who's fallen and redeemed, someone who has potential and has a gift to offer the world, if we don't know that about the person, then we might just be treating it like, well, we're fixing a machine, or we're fixing, some useful element in society. But it's a person. And so the connection between psychology and theology and healthcare is really, it's an addition of what we're trying to get people to do, but also who it is we're taking care of. And if the clinicians, doctors don't have a good idea of who they're taking care of, that they have an eternal value, then it's a short-sighted vision of what we're doing.
Well, it's a great critique, and certainly doing a lot of great things out in the world. We appreciate your gift of time this morning and sharing your journey with DMU so much, Grant.
You're very, very welcome, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
You bet.